something that as a former foster youth, we all feel. We feel out of place. We feel like plucked out and put in a situation that is not ours, really, right?
Being a mixed race person in the 90s was not like how it is today. It wasn't really celebrated. It was kind of like embarrassing.
I think it's important to not always attack people who don't understand consent because maybe it was never taught to them, which is why we're here today talking about it, to help teach people and inspire them to self-think about what consent for them looks like too.
So I was doing the Nuva ring and like my body had this weird reaction to it that I guess was normal, but to me it was terrifying.
I was so broken that I started to mask how broken I was by creating somebody I was.
I literally learned about my period when I was 8 years old because I had it in class. And the nurse is like, you don't know about this? And I'm like, no.
When you were 8?
I thought I was dying. Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing.
I knew that I wanted to start hormone replacement therapy and that it was going to be a journey. But my CASA was really helpful because she was one of the few people who didn't have an opinion at the beginning.
You know, I want to inspire my community, my people, and even myself sometimes to know that we're worth more than living in poverty.
And I'm like only 8 and I'm like taking care of my brother and taking care of her. So it's like, I don't understand how I became like the caretaker. And like 8-year-olds aren't supposed to be the caretakers.
Like if you want to have kids, like you shouldn't stop just because you're so afraid of like what your parents did to you. You know, like you have the power to make a beautiful life if that's what you want.
And I was like, you're kicking me out. He was like, what? No. And I was like, oh, sorry, that's probably some childhood trauma shit.
Everybody's going to have an opinion, and there's always going to be a negative to your positive. So how do you turn that negative into a positive and beat the odds?
Welcome to Self-Taught, where former foster youth, like myself, share our real-life experiences with sex, health, and life. Hosted by the Reproductive Health Equity Project, these are some conversations we wish we'd had earlier.
Give us a listen and tell us what you think at fosterreprohealth.org.